Hey, today I'm going to give you the lowdown on this month's MetaQuest releases. Okay, first up, Metro Awakening is out now, and it's a fantastic single-player, story-driven horror game that adapts the flat-screen series into full virtual reality. Metro is absolutely stunning, and one of, if not the best looking game on the MetaQuest system to date. It really is as good as, at least low-end PC VR, running on the Quest or Quest 3S. I mentioned in my first impressions video that it's amazing how far we've come since the launch of the Quest 2 with Resident Evil 4, and how Metro Awakening makes that game, which is still in my top 5 VR games of all time, look quite last generation at this point. Which is great, that's what we want, progression is being made. The gameplay is great with a mix of all-out gun-ho action and then stealthy parts where you can actually use the butt of your gun to knock out human enemies. This one is a must-play and takes the new top spot for my #1 VR game of all time. As always, in the description are my official affiliate links that will get you 10% off any game if I have a code available. There's also, of course, my MetaQuest 3 and 3S affiliate links that will net you a free $30 Quest Store cash with every purchase, and that's on top of the free copy of Batman Arkham Shadow, of course. You can check those out in the description. Alright, so next up is Starship Troopers Continuum, coming the 14th of November after a little delay from last month. This one has a lot of people worried. Developers XRGame have just come off the incredibly disappointing Hitman 3 VR Reloaded, and I think it would be pretty accurate to say that Hitman didn't suck because they were spending all their resources on Starship Troopers, right? I don't know, maybe they did. Anyway, so this game can be played single player or with up to 2 additional friends online for squad-based combat. There's 20 plus weapons, although I can only remember 2 from the movie, and that's that pretty cool chunky assault rifle and the nuke launcher that destroys bug holes. You'll be gunning down loads of different types of bugs, including the classic chompy ones, the chompy ones with wings, and even those big buggers that spit the goo, the tankers, and the even bigger buggers that spit blue goo at the spaceships in orbit during the movie. It looks like the uniqueness here is going to come in the form of your character being a Psi Commander, like that guy from How I Met Your Mother's role in the Starship Troopers movie. You'll take control of troopers and give them psychic perks to help on the battlefield. Next is Exo Cars, and it's coming on the 14th as well. It looks to be a super fun racing game that has a single and multiplayer mode. You'll race off-road buggies over ramps and hills and drift around precarious corners. There's loads of variety in the levels, including stadiums, deserts, mountains. There's buggy customization and tournaments to be had, so loads to get stuck into. I think the Quest system doesn't have enough racing games, and this one looks to be really nice and polished. Definitely check it out. Bounce Arcade is coming to us on the 21st of November. This looks like a fairly simple game with some interesting twists to classic arcade games. So the game is sort of like a giant pinball machine in virtual reality, where it appears that rather than use flippers to hit the ball, you've got to use your hands and these sort of reflectors. There's also a shooting gallery which looks like a bit of fun, but I'm not sure from the trailers if that's a separate minigame or part of the pinball machine. I'm always up for a bit of pick up and play fun, and if Bounce Arcade is priced appropriately for what it is, it could be a nice little foire to play on your lunch break. The last game I'm going to cover that's coming this November is Thrill of the Fight 2 on the 21st in early access. If you're looking for a good workout game that also is engaging and requires you to hone some skill, then this one is for you. This sequel now has an online multiplayer mode where you can compete against real humans, which sounds very exciting. Sounds like there's also matchmaking based on your rank, so you'll have a purpose to get better and better. As you do, you'll be fighting in different locations, from small local rings to stadiums, based on your skill. This one sounds great, and I can't wait to outwit and outstamina my opponents in a form of gentlemanly fisticuffs. Alright, that's the highlights coming in November. Most of these should have 10% off codes in the description, as forementioned. Now, I'm off to complete Metro Awakening. Wish me luck. This holiday season is going to be chock-block full of amazing releases, all coming to MetaQuest systems. The big 4 are Batman Arkham Shadow, Metro Awakening, Alien Rogue Incursion, and of course, Skydance's Behemoth. There is a title that's just come out that doesn't quite make that top 4 in anticipation, but I would argue it probably should. After playing through, it's a must-buy from my point of view.